Hi Liz. When I returned your assignment number 6 in math, I put a comment on it that I would show you how this particular question was done. So I'm going to do that now. Your equation has the amount of money equals 8,000 multiplied by 1.02 raised to the t over 0.25. And we want to find out when the amount of money surpasses 10,200. So you start off with the equation that you had, which was 10,200 is equal to 8,000 multiplied by 1.02 raised to the t over 0.25. But before we take the logarithm of both sides, I think it's a good idea here to divide both sides by 8,000. And that means that on the right-hand side, what we're going to end up with is something a lot simpler. 1.02 raised to the t over 0.25. And this will be equal to whatever 10,200 divided by 8,000 is. And that number works out to 1.275. So now we have the following equation. 1.275 is equal to 1.02 raised to the t over 0.25, and now we can take the log of both sides. We would have the log of 1.275 equals the log of 1.02 raised to the t over 0.25. Your next step is to move the exponent for the logarithm on the right out in front. So we can write t over 0.25 multiplied by the log of 1.02. And we're trying to find t here. We're trying to figure out what t is. So when I look at that equation and I say, how can I get t by itself? There are a couple of things that I need to get rid of. I need to get rid of the log 1.02. And right now, t is being multiplied by log of 1.02. So that means I'm going to have to divide by the log of 1.02. Whenever you rearrange an equation, you always do the opposite. So if we were multiplying by log of 1.02, to get rid of it, we divide. The other thing is we're dividing t by 0.25, so we're going to have to multiply both sides by 0.25. And now you can go ahead and put that into your calculator, and that's how you find t. I'll just finish this off with you. We're going to take 0.25 multiplied by the log of 1.275. You have to close the brackets on that logarithm. Then divide by 1.02, my mistake. Then divide by log of 1.02. And this is giving us 3.06 years. But again, because the person only gets money every quarter of a year, they have to wait for the 3.25 year mark. So the answer to your question would be 3.25 years. I hope that made sense, Liz, and I hope it helped out. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.